Go.
Hello, Bruins fans, and welcome to another episode of Bruins Beat, brought to you by CONS Radio. I'm Mike with Joe and Jason, as always. Nice little abbreviated show this week. We are doing two abbreviated shows this week to fill up our schedules for this week, so I'm excited about that. You know, usually we do 1 hour, maybe sometimes a little bit more than an hour show, but this week, two quick, to-the-point shows. Obviously, the Bruins only had 2 games, but it was two interesting games. I think against the Flyers, on Saturday, they did not play well whatsoever. But you know what? A win is a win, and it doesn't. They don't ask how; they ask how many. And you know what? I'm not gonna fault them for that because, like we've talked about on this show, it's an 82-game season for a reason. You know, you can't show up every game and play your best. Saturday was one of those games where the Bruins didn't play their best. But you know what? Before, that was a game where they were giving up the goal with the minutes to go instead of scoring it. So they scored it, and you know what? They got 2 points, and that's all you can ask for. And even if they didn't get 2 points, it was going to go into overtime. They were going to get a point anyways. So, I mean, even though they didn't play their best, they fought, they battled, and they were able to, get 2 points out of it. But the Detroit game was, oh god, that was some sexy. That was some sexy stuff.
That was clubbing baby seals. That's what that was. Not to be completely graphic, but I will be.
No, absolutely. That was probably their best game of the season, I think, or one of. That one in the Montreal game when they at home right before the bye. Those 2 games really stand out to you. Where they were just far and superior, the better team. They came to play. They showed up, and you know what it was too is Detroit played the night before against Toronto, and obviously they didn't do the Bruins any favors, but it was a closer game against Toronto than it was against the Bruins. But the Bruins just jumped on them and said, you know what? You guys aren't winning this game. We're taking it from you. We're stomping on your necks, and we're slicing it. And obviously I was being, a little negative Nancy at the time, and I was like, the Bruins did this last time against Detroit, and Detroit came back and won. So I was, being a little pessimistic about it. But you know what? They fought. Nancy. I know, but they proved me wrong, and they battled through it the whole 60 minutes.
Damn right
and Detroit had no shot in that game. That game was just unbelievable. And these were 2 games the Bruins needed to win that they won. So that's why I'm happy with this week so far.
That reminded me of that game the other night. Reminded me of games, if you remember in 2012, the year after they won the Cup, they used to throttle teams. Just throttle them, 7-2, 6-1. That was a beautiful thing. It was a very nice thing to see them actually croak Detroit, which they should have. I mean, they should. Their own barn. They had a tough loss. They needed to come out. What did I tell you, Mike? That game's going to tell you more about this team than the game they lost. And
you were right.
I told you.
You were right. You were absolutely right.
I'm not going to say I was right too often this year, but I think the whole Claude thing, I don't hear any Claude Julien. There's one guy on my page, which, he's French. I guess Claude's French too, so that's that thing. But I don't hear many Claude Julien people. I don't hear any more. 10-3 for Cassidy. I don't know when they're going to make him.
I want to get this off my chest too.
Do it.
Look, Montreal has been playing pretty good under Claude. They haven't been excellent, but they've been playing decent. They're 7-3 under Julien, just like the Bruins are 10-3 under Bruce Cassidy. But can someone please tell me how many games that Montreal has won in overtime?
Not true.
It was 5. They've won 5 games under Claude Julien in overtime. 5. So they're 7-3 with 5 in overtime. So yes, I understand Montreal's playing better under Julien. But like you said last week, Joe, it's all in overtime. They're trying to win these games, low scoring. 2-1, 1-0, pretty much what Claude Julien style plays. And look, I understand some of the games that you play are going to be 1-0, 2-1, just like we saw with the Flyers and Bruins game on Saturday. But for most of the part, it's Cassidy's system has helped this team thrive. The players are playing better. It's absurd. It's crazy to look at the players on the Bruins roster that are playing better under Cassidy. And this is not, once again, I have to always reiterate that I'm not bashing Claude. Claude's a good coach. It was just time to move on. It wasn't working anymore. It happens to everyone.
So Joe Haggerty said, as of last night, if everything stayed the same, we play Montreal in the first round. And I quoted that tweet, and I replied, delicious. Because I want that.
Want it.
Now I want it. Now I want it. I want it. I need it. I want it. Because you know what? That will shut up a lot of people. Because if the Bruins can win that series, that will shut up the Tuca haters. That will shut up the sacred Claude people. That would just be the most wonderful thing. And just speaking of Tuca, do you know he's, I think, the first Bruins goalie that's had, 3 30-game win seasons in a row?
Yep, I saw that.
Sorry.
The Tuca haters will just never let it flip it down.
He's terrible though, right? He's so bad. He's terrible.
But yeah, like you said though, I'm praying for this Bruins Montreal first round because I think the Bruins would be so much more fired up and ready to go playing against Montreal than Ottawa. We saw how they played against Ottawa last week when Ottawa plays a boring style. I'm sorry, they do. They have that coach.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, it is effective. It works, but it's that style that Tampa Bay used to play when it was like the 1-3-1 where it was like trapping in the neutral zone, and that's what Ottawa plays. So you know what? Give me Montreal. You know how much better the Montreal storylines would be in talking about a Montreal playoff series. I'm talking about Ottawa. I need this. I want it. And it like you said, delicious. It would be juicy. It would probably be the best first round matchup. I think.
Be like a Morton steak. Oh God, just bite into it and feel that grizzle. Well, that's a crappy steak if there's grizzle. But anyway, dude, I want it. I need it. Gotta have it. Hockey, exciting. I get, you actually, like we talked about, you actually get up and want to watch the games. Before it was a chore. He's 10-3, but the thing is, I read a bunch of articles coming. When are they just going to make him the coach already? Let's just get it out.
I know. I was actually just going to ask that. Like, when are they going to make this not the interim coach anymore? He's done everything possible to, change the culture of this team, get the team going. It's just, why not just lift it? He's proven it.
I don't get it.
I mean,
hopefully they don't screw this up because they're really good.
What are you gonna do? Like not hire him until the offseason? But why even wait? Are they waiting to see if they make the playoffs? I don't know, but I agree with you. They should just lift it now. I don't know how much more he can do. Look, like we just saw, they just fired Julian last year. Cassidy's pressing on the buttons right now, and then in a couple of years from now, 2 or 3 years, if he's not working, you do the same thing you just did with Julian, and you let him go. But as of right now, I don't get why he's not the coach for life now.
I don't know either. Jason, what do you think?
I've been very impressed lately. That Detroit game was fun to watch. It's fun to watch Brad Marchand and David Pastrnak play.
Beautiful. God, delicious.
You're talking about a potential possible 40-goal scorer and a 30-goal scorer in the same year.
You guys didn't think Pastrnak was going to get to 30. I told you.
No, I said I didn't think Marchand was going to get to 40.
He said, Marchand. I'm calling Marchand gets to 40, just so we know.
How many games left we got? 15? And how many goals
15.
He got? 30, right?
32.
32. Wow. He's second in the league in scoring, isn't he?
Behind McDavid. Yes. Tied for second with like 5 people.
No, but he's second in goals, too, behind only Crosby.
Unbelievable. Wow. You know what? I just hope, he doesn't especially in the playoffs, if they make the playoffs, he can't get caught up in especially if they play Montreal. So the rumor, too, has it that, Claude doesn't like floppers, so I don't know how that's going to go. That's going to be weird, too. But I just don't want Marchand to do any, slew foot, and he's stupid. We can't afford to lose him.
No, absolutely not. And just to clarify with someone in the chat that's saying 3 versus 6 seed the Penguins and play the Bruins in the first round, it's not true because the NHL changed the playoff structure. So now it's you play within your division. So if you finish second and third in your division, you automatically play each other. And if you finish first in your division, you play a wild card team. It's just a weird setup. But, Jason, you hit the nail on the head, too. Marchand and Pastrnak have been absolutely phenomenal for this season. And we'll get to Pastrnak more during the offseason because the Bruins got to reward him because
they don't have a choice.
He's a restricted free agent. And I understand with restricted free agents, usually teams don't, offer guys restrictedly because, they don't.
He's worth at least $4 million a year right now. David Pastrnak for a second contract, worth at least $4 million.
Pay the boy.
Maybe more.
Pay the man. Pay the boy.
He's been their second best offensive player behind Marchand all season long. I don't know how you can't reward him. Like you said, Jason, they're both playing well. Bergeron's playing well. I mean, their power play's playing a lot better. They're starting to score power play goals, which earlier on they weren't. Everything that they're doing right now is pressing the right buttons. Even you know what really impressed me the last game against Philly too was what Cassidy did that I feel like Julian was more reluctant to do. Is that the second period the Bruins did not play well at all. The Flyers were controlling the play, and in the third period, what did Cassidy do? He switched up the lines. It's as simple as that. You put players. I know. You just put players with other players. Get some chemistry going. Get a spark going. All it takes is one line combination to work. Have a good shift, and go from there. And I think that's exactly what he did.
He's doing everything right. He's getting the defense involved. I mean, he's letting the kids play. Everything Julian didn't do.
Exactly. And then you looked at the I want to talk about Bolesky for a second because,
Tell me about that fight yesterday. Cause I didn't see it because I was.
It was a good fight. But Bolesky was more active yesterday than I thought he has been all season long. And I was been wondering how it's going to work out for him in Boston. Obviously with Cassidy as the coach. But he was in there because Spooner's been injured and Shower's been injured. So Bolesky got a chance, and I thought he answered the bell yesterday. They had a nice hit on Gostisbehere, and then that's why he got challenged to the fight. I thought he handled himself well. Then after the game, he was talking about how he's like, I signed here for the city of Boston. I'm going to do whatever it takes, for the city of Boston. He just says all the right things and does all the right things. I hope it works out for him, but we just need more consistency like that from Bolesky to keep him in the lineup, because the way he played yesterday was the Bolesky that we've all known and come to love and hope that he would be for, on the Bruins long term. But that's why everyone was happy when they signed him. We just need Bolesky to do a lot more of that to, show us something, show us a little bit more spark, and that he can be a regular going forward.
Right. Yeah. Well, hey, if he can contribute, get a little physical. I mean, they're gonna need some physicality in the playoffs anyway. So, anything that can keep Jimmy Hayes out of the lineup, that works for me. How about Stafford? Well, could this be Don Sweeney's first good NHL transaction?
Yeah, he's been great, and everywhere he's played, he got moved up to the Krejci line and Pastrnak. He played well. His first game, he had a bunch of shots. He already has 2 goals, just as much as your buddy Joe in 5 games.
Jimmy Hayes, which has been, which we have shown him a tribute and named your Wi-Fi after him.
Did Jimmy Hayes play today?
Who is Jimmy Hayes? Oh, Jimmy Hayes played today. Yes, he played today when none of the other team did because he sucks. They have to do something with him. They have to release him, cut him. I don't know what. They have to do something.
I think at the end of the year, he's not going to be part of this team going forward. I don't know.
Maybe
I
don't
know what they're going to do with him.
How does it work in the NHL? I mean, it's not like the NFL where they can just cut a guy. They have to pay him his salary, right? I mean, it's just
they can release him and send him to the minors. If no one claims him, he gets sent down. But like you said, they still have to pay his salary.
Oh God, wish we had a fake cap like the NFL, but
or baseball where there's no cap and you can just do whatever the hell you want.
No, that's true too. That's not really a sport. I don't like baseball. If you do, I'm sorry. But Tuukka's been playing great. I mean, everything's going right now, and even I know Toronto won last night. Islanders lost last night. Right now, Montreal's playing a typical Claude Julien Montreal game. They're losing 1-0, and they're actually out shooting Edmonton 26-16. And guess who scored for Edmonton? Milan.
McDavid. Oh, I thought you were going to say McDavid, but
Luch has 15 goals, which I wonder how many of those were empty net. But hopefully they can lose this one. I can't believe.
Don't get that train going, because then everyone's going to start saying how much they miss Lucci.
I can't get over Ottawa. How are they doing this? Smoke and mirrors? I mean, really? It's amazing.
I know. It's incredible. They haven't lost in 8 games or something like that.
They're 8-2 in their last 10. They won 6 in a row.
6 in a row. That's what it was. 6 in a row. 8-2 in their last 10.
Average won 9 in a row.
Yeah, they're on fire. I mean, Ottawa's on fire. But like you said, that's why I want let Ottawa keep doing this. I mean, they have a game in hand on Montreal, and they're tied in points. Let Ottawa keep going, and they'll have to play someone else in the first round, and the Bruins can play Montreal. I want Montreal. I
think it's a better matchup.
Usually I'm not I'm worried about the Bruins playing Montreal in the playoffs. I don't want it because we've seen in the past the Bruins Montreal series how they go. This year, I want it. I think the Bruins will be.
Yeah.
The Bruins are going to be more fired up to play Montreal this year with Claude Julien as the coach, and I think it would be so juicy between Bruce Cassidy coaching the Bruins and Claude Julien coaching the Montreal Canadiens. How can you not want that?
Oh, I want it all day. Like I said, it's delicious.
The Bruins would win, just for the record. I'll go bold on this one.
Let's get to the playoffs first.
Yeah.
If you've noticed, Ottawa's ahead of the Canadiens right now.
Yeah,
I don't want Ottawa. I think that's a bad matchup for the Bruins, actually. I think Montreal will be a better matchup.
I think Ottawa's been a bad matchup for the Bruins, too, because the way they play. And they just seem like a very structured team, and I just want Montreal. But also, people are going to realize now, the Bruins are starting to distance themselves from these teams. I said this a few weeks ago, but they're starting to do it. And like we talked about earlier on, with their schedule coming up, they're playing all these teams right around them coming up. They have these 3 West Coast games in Western Canada.
You can't crap the bed out there. They can't crap the bed out there.
They can't. But when they come back,
by the way, if they win tomorrow, I'm 3-0. Just so you know.
Look at you! Look at you!
But yeah, I said 3-0 also. By the way.
What did I say? 2-1. Whatever.
Yeah, I think so. Whatever.
You know what?
But they play all these teams when they come back. Toronto, Ottawa, the Islanders. They play Tampa twice. They play Florida again. They play all these teams when they come back. I mean, this is what you want. This is playoff hockey, pretty much coming down to the wire with 15 games left. Make or break time.
It's nut up or shut up.
It's important, but the way the Bruins have been playing under Cassidy shows a lot. And, if I were the Bruins and the management, I would give Cassidy the job for next year.
I know, just get out of the way. I don't know what they're waiting for. But I got a quick thing, just going back, if that Montreal matchup happens, you got to keep in mind, Cassidy was on Claude's staff for almost a whole year. So that is kind of a little bit of an advantage,
Yeah, I think it's an advantage, too, because they know each other. But I also think what Montreal did at the trade deadline, they acquired all, bruisers and guys that can't put the puck in the net, like Steve Ott and guys that aren't really that good, to be honest. And I think the Bruins will be able to handle Montreal, kind of like what Jason said. I'm not saying they're going to win this series. I mean, I'm going to hold out my prediction until if they make the playoffs. But I would like it. I just want it. I need it, and that's what I want.
Delicious. Hashtag delicious.
It would be delicious, but But guys, can I just say something as the playoff push is heating up? Is that SeatGeek is the smartest and easiest way to get tickets to every game. With SeatGeek's seamless mobile experience, you can buy and sell tickets in just 2 taps. SeatGeek helps you find the best seats at the best prices, fully guaranteed. There's nothing like being in the stadium on the biggest plays of the year, and SeatGeek will get you closer to the action for a great value. And trust me, the Boston Garden has been rocking lately because the people can feel the playoff atmosphere, especially under Bruce Cassidy. I have the SeatGeek app on my phone personally, and I bought tickets the other night against the Rangers. Even though they lost that game, it was the easiest way that I found to shop for tickets. I can be anywhere, and with just a few taps, I can instantly find seats. I actually just used it to buy my ticket, just like I said, against the Rangers. It saves you time and money by searching multiple ticket sites to compare prices and find amazing deals. And to get you to the most bang for your buck, SeatGeek grades every ticket based on value to help you immediately identify the best seats that fit your budget. Plus, every purchase is fully guaranteed, so you can shop for tickets on SeatGeek with confidence. And if it doesn't end with sports, SeatGeek also has plenty of concerts, comedy shows, theater tickets, and everything else that you can imagine on there. Trust me, I've checked out all the stuff that they have. They offer plenty. Best of all, listeners, you can get $20 rebate off your first SeatGeek purchase. To get $20 off, you must download the SeatGeek app, go to the Settings tab, and click Add a Promo Code. Enter promo code Bruins Beat, all one word, Bruins Beat. SeatGeek will send you $20 after you've made your first ticket purchase. Download the SeatGeek app and enter promo code Bruins Beat today. But guys,
I do want to say SeatGeek is awesome. The cool part about it is that it lets you choose your own seats with whatever's available.
I'm downloading that Bad Larry right now. Let me tell you.
Good, Joe. You should. It's a good thing. It's a good app to have. Trust me, I've used it before. I have nothing but great things to say about SeatGeek. But
because I'm 44, last time I thought an app was nachos, so that's all good.
But they just like you said, the Western Canada trip, they can't crap the bed out there. They're playing. I mean, like you said, Calgary's been on fire. Edmonton's been great. Good. Edmonton's been good. But tomorrow night against Vancouver stinks. Like you said, they gotta have it. They need 2 out of 3, I think, too, or at least 5 out of 6, or at least 4 points. They need at least 4 points. I don't care how they get them. At least 4 points on these 3 games because the Bruins can't be affording to go on losing streaks now. Even though they haven't gone on one under Cassidy, which has been great. Every time they've lost, they've bounced back, like you said, Joe. Like they lost against the Rangers, they bounced back against New Jersey. They lost against Ottawa, they bounced back against Detroit. So, and also, can I mention before? Actually, no. Let's keep talking about the West Coast trip first before I say the last part. But Ryan Spooner also skated today at practice. Phil Shinzawa tweeted that. So maybe if Spooner comes back, that will get your good buddy Jimmy Hayes out of the lineup. But yeah, I mean. I'm excited. I hope Spooner comes back because I want to see more from Spooner under Cassidy because I think under Julian he wasn't playing that well, but I think under Cassidy he's been playing a lot better. So I just want to see Spooner for the rest of the year and see how it goes, because Spooner's contract's up at the end of the year too. So I'm interested to see what they're going to do with Spooner also going forward.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to probably take Valesky out. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you ease them in. I mean, they're doing good right now. Stafford, like I said, great pickup. That guy's just been playing exactly what they need him, and he's probably exceeding expectations. So the first couple lines that need to stay together, you can still tinker with the other two. So we can see how that works. Tinker with the other two in the next, 15 games, what have you?
Yeah. Just tinker with those, like you said. Stafford's the only person I think that deserves to be out there almost. I would think Stafford and Vetrano should be the only two people on the bottom two lines that you don't mess with. Leave those two guys where they are.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would even think about putting Stafford permanent.
Driving outside.
Yeah, Jason, you driving over there?
That's my heat. It just kicked on.
Your heat.
Yes.
Do you live in a jet engine?
I live in a park model trailer, so kinda.
Are you like inside the vent?
It's all throughout my trailer. So yes, kinda. That's how it feels.
Is your face melting from your cranium?
No.
I was actually out in your neck of the woods today, Jason.
You should have stopped by. Oh wait, I was working.
Oh, I yelled out the window. You didn't hear me. I was out in Amherst today. Yeah.
Did you live out by Amherst?
Ish. I live in Templeton. I live in Templeton.
How far away is that?
About an hour. Less than that.
Up Route 2, right?
Yes.
A little geography lesson here.
Yeah, Templeton. Like I said, I yelled out the window, Jason, and you did not respond, Jason. It's very hurt. I was doing 65, so you probably couldn't hear me.
I was sitting I was in Athol working, so hey, what can I do?
Athol, yeah.
Joe, what were you doing out there?
My wife's 40th birthday. We went out there. She went to UMass Amherst for a PhD, so she has friends out there. So we went out to dinner in Amherst, and we went to Northampton and all that fun stuff. And I just got back today, so I didn't see the Bruins game because I was out planning, surprise birthday parties and all that.
Joe, where do you live?
I live in Drake.
Oh, that's a far ride for you, huh?
About an hour and a half. I mean,
little weekend getaway though.
Yeah, overnight with the boy. We got a hotel. It was funny is that I told some of the people that were coming for the surprise party that to stay at the Holiday Inn, and then I realized I was actually staying at the Howard Johnson. I couldn't cancel. It was too late. I was like,
isn't that the worst sometimes? Planning's the worst. That's usually why the women do the planning, Joe.
No. My woman doesn't do that. I actually planned my own 40th before. So you know what? If you're gonna do it right. Do it yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there's a nice little off the rails little talk there about our personal.
You know what? You gotta get intimate with the Bruins Beat crew here. We're not just puppets and we're not cartoons. We're not just two voices and a dude on a camera.
Yeah. We're not that.
We got feelings. But anyway, so we're gonna do what's the night? We're gonna do Tuesday night. Are we doing? Is that what we're doing?
Yes, Tuesday night, because chances are we're all getting snowed in.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, we might not have power and all that too, so look out for that. But
hopefully my Wi-Fi cooperates like Jimmy Hayes.
Oh, so yeah, they're on the West Coast. So what's we're gonna? All right, so we still have our predictions. Gonna go through Tuesday anyway. When they play Vancouver again, is that Tuesday or Wednesday?
They play tomorrow.
Monday.
Like I said, they're playing tomorrow night.
Yeah, against Vancouver.
Back in reality right now.
Yeah, speaking of that snow, I thought we were done with this. Unfortunately, we're not.
14 to 18 inches, bro.
I know, but all of Tuesday it's going to snow. Isn't that awful?
Well, I get to stay home from work, and maybe if my Wi-Fi doesn't work, if I have Jimmy Hayes Wi-Fi, I don't have to work.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Let's have Jimmy Hayes actually do something good for a change. All right. Well, hey, I guess so I asked the people if they want to do 2 30-minute shows. Like the playoffs, we may have to do that. It might make more sense because there's less games and more important games.
We have to get there first, Joe, like you said.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm all hot and bothered. Oh God, so close. It's like having having the girl getting you all in a froth. And you're
I know, but we know. I mean, obviously, it's different. They're different Bruins right now, but the last 2 years we've known how this has gone. So that's why you don't want to. You want to count your chickens before they hatch.
Dude, I'm counting my chickens. I'm eating omelets. I mean, almost right now.
The difference is it doesn't feel like last year.
Same way. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it.
No, it definitely doesn't. It doesn't feel that way at all. But, I mean, they just can't lay an egg. They cannot lay an egg on this West Coast trip because once after the West Coast trip, they have a decent amount of home games coming up, and this is what I want to touch on quickly before we sign off for the until Tuesday. But they're 7-1 at home under Cassidy.
Delicious.
Remember how much they used to struggle at home against?
Oh God, it was
under Julian.
I made a tweet about. It went from the Causeway Morgue to the Black and Gold Madhouse in a month. It's amazing.
It is amazing because, like you said, after this 3-game West Coast trip, they play Toronto on the road too after, but they're coming back east. So that's why I'm not saying when they come back from the West Coast. They have. So you look at the amount of games, after this 4-game road trip, call it. They have 4 road games coming up. They have, 9 games left. I mean, 2 of them are on the road. Only
right.
2.
Yeah, I mean, these are the teams, like, as you said, next week they're going to be playing Toronto, Ottawa, Tampa, and New York Islanders. These are all teams in the mix. So you got to.
It's played out right there.
4 there, man. 3 out of 4 there.
It's played out in front of them right there.
All right, but let's not take away all the. Let's take away all the material for Tuesday night. But some people like two 30-minute shows, by the way.
No, so pretty much what we'll do on Tuesday is pretty much just be a recap of the Vancouver game. Look ahead to obviously the next 2 games. I mean, maybe
attempt to get a guest on.
Yeah.
Yes. I can have my 3.5-year-old. He can probably add a lot to the show. He probably bring more to the table than Jimmy Hayes does to the Bruins.
Well, that's not surprising because Stafford already has the same amount of goals in 5 games.
Seeing how he's going to probably end up listening to this show, my idea is to get Mark on Tuesday. Do a good show and
yeah, let's do it. Sure, let's get one.
See if we can get him on.
We could probably get Mark on Tuesday. Maybe try and discuss some of the prospects too.
Let's do it.
Yeah, no, we can do it. We can do we'll do a longer show Tuesday. Go back to our normal 60 minutes, and we'll get Mark on.
All right. Well, maybe we do 2:30s. We'll see how it goes. Let's try a format. We'll
play it by day.
Because you don't want to. We should have done that like probably early in the year. No one want to hear us be negative twice a week. So, all right, well.
Yeah, no one wanted to hear Bruins talk. 3 months ago.
Once a week. I know. Can I do a quick Blogapalooza plug?
Yeah, no, you can't do that. No, of course you can, Joe.
God damn it. So yet again, we're less than 2 weeks away on March 25th at the Causeway Bar and Grill, or restaurant and bar. Across from TD Garden, we'll be having the Boston Sports Blogapalooza. This is probably like our 8th event since 2010. Bloggers, podcasters, if you're into journalism, marketing, sports marketing, what have you, please join us. You get to meet the Bruins Beat crew, and we're pretty awesome.
Not just the Bruins Beat crew, but almost the entire Bruins Beat writing staff. Absolutely.
Yeah, and
the entire Bruins Beat writing staff, I should say.
Yeah, then we got Nick Gelso will be there, the CLNS Radio
Sean's going to be there.
Everybody, the whole crew. We're going to have Fanatics there teaching us how to make money with our podcasts and blogs and so forth and so on. We're going to have raffle items. We're going to have a silent auction. It's going to be awesome. So
Jimmy Murphy's going to be there?
Jimmy Murphy will be there, hopefully. And Boston Sports.
Wait, Joe, can I ask you a quick question? Are you getting Sarge Riley at the event too?
Oh, he's already there, dude. Oh, he's a dude. I've known him for 7 years, man. I knew him before he was Sarge.
Did you see the Dayton show on Toucher and Wrench?
Oh, yeah, I did. Oh, I tweeted.
Hey, Mike, let me do a shout out here. One of the girls on there, Jessica.
Yeah.
One of my close friends.
Oh, no way.
Which one's her?
If you watch the video, the girl with the long black hair, she's one of my closest friends.
Brunette. Oh, she's the cute one. Oh, yeah.
She is the cute one. I will say that.
She won, right? You want a date with her, yeah?
I'm not going there. She and I are friends. I'm not going there.
I'm not trying to go anywhere. I just didn't know that you knew Sarge on a personal level. There,
I do. Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I've known him. First event.
So it's all good, baby?
It's all good, baby. He's slaying the ladies. You know.
We gotta get Sarge maybe to get some more 98.5 people to come.
Sarge is gonna go. I think I
want to meet Felger.
Might go. Joey Murr. I know Joey Murr too. So he does fill-ins and so forth. So he may come as well. We'll see. We'll hopefully see how it goes. So hopefully someone will come. Some of those.
And then the other question: who's Jason bringing? Which I've already got that decided. I'm not revealing it until I get there.
You bring a lady?
I might be.
Oh, look at this guy!
I didn't know this was the friggin' prom. I'm not bringing. Hopefully you got a nice corsage or something ready. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. Hopefully everyone wears their finest tux, right, Joe?
Yeah, I'm gonna wear.
I'm rocking in my Bruins jersey, guys. My tux is my Bruins jersey, or plural.
All right, Jason, no wearing thongs, okay? I don't know how kind of night you're gonna have. No black and gold thongs, thank you.
No, please no. But no, that's gonna be a great event.
We're officially going off the rails right now.
No, it's sometimes you need to do
Sports Blogapalooza. Just Google it or go to Eventbrite, and you can sign up that way.
Sometimes it's good to go off the rails there, Joe. Like you said, we need to interact on a more personal level for our audience.
You know what? Next time I'm going to do my Facebook Live topless, so we'll see how that goes.
I don't know if we want to get that sentimental.
No, I don't think anyone wants to see that grizzly bear. Whatever.
I think that might be a little bit too much, but
yeah.
Everything else has been fine.
Oh God! All right, it's been a long weekend.
Yeah, it has been. It's been a great weekend. So you didn't get to watch the game yesterday, but I'm assuming you obviously watched the highlights of it, Joe.
So here's the deal too. So I was out in Western Mass, so I'm trying to get. I was out, running errands and stuff, and I was trying to listen to it on the radio, and not a damn channel has it on the radio out there. I got Red Sox spring training. Like, who gives a crap about spring training? So everybody, of course, tells me because they think I was melted off an iceberg. You can use the Bruins app, but yeah, I can also use all my data on one game. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to do that either.
Yeah, I hear you.
So, but I did get I got to the Hojos as everybody else was at the Holiday Inn. I did listen to the last of it. And I'm sitting there on the bed and Stafford scored. My wife thought I was having freaking some kind of seizure. Because I had my headphones on, I was jumping up and down and stuff. So.
Yeah, isn't it great that that's how excited we are about Bruins hockey again now?
Because we're paying attention to it. I mean, I didn't get to watch it. I worked the entire day, but I watched it when I got home.
Jason, it's time to quit your job. It's really time to quit your job and really see what your priorities are right now, sir. Evidently, your priorities are to womanize the women's and bring them to the Palooza. So that's a good priority.
That's a great priority.
Hey, if my wife doesn't want to, I can't get a date. I might bring my mom. So if you want, I don't know who Mike's gonna bring, but
I might just bring me, myself, and I, Joe.
I didn't think it was a date. I didn't think it was a date night, but hey, whatever works.
Any excuse I can get to bring a girl to Boston with me is worth it.
Dude, hey, I don't know what this whole thing. If you and Sarge are in the same room, I don't know if there's gonna be some kind of imperial entanglements. You guys might not like each other now. A mutual friend. I don't know if some people are in. Going to other people's backyards, if you know what I mean. So I don't know what's going on. So
hey, I'll be friends, Sarge, and use it to my advantage because he's well known on the radio.
Jason Buckley versus Sarge Riley. Steel cage. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. I think we'll end on the high note there, and we'll regather up on Tuesday after the Bruins play against Vancouver.
Absolutely, and I'll get in Mark's here, see if he wants to join us, and we'll see if we can also have a snowstorm together.
Absolutely, but you could follow all of us on Twitter. I'm at Mike722. Joe is at Big Bad Bruins 88, and Jason's at Jason Buckley 91. You can also follow our personal account at Bruins_Beat on Twitter. I usually always am on that, answering people and responding if people have any, questions or tweet at us. You can also find us on iTunes and Stitcher, right, Jason?
Yes, you can find us on iTunes and Stitcher at Boston Bruins Beat Podcast. Like I said, we're going to be on SoundCloud at some point. I got to figure out how to get through that with Nick. I don't know how to do it myself. But yes, you can definitely find us on iTunes and Stitcher.
Awesome. Well, there you go. And we'll be back on Tuesday to do the show. Have a Go Bees.